Welcome to Decoristique, your go-to destination for timeless decor inspiration. In today's video, we're diving into a rustic glam farmhouse makeover, a journey where vintage charm meets elegant sophistication in every room. Whether you're refreshing your entire home or just adding a touch of rustic magic, you're in the right place. We'll explore how to blend weathered textures, antique finds, soft neutral palettes, and hints of glamour, creating warm, welcoming spaces filled with character and style. Each section of this video will focus on a different area of the home, with tips and inspiration to spark your creativity. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up if you love rustic glam, and leave a comment telling us your favorite vintage piece in your home. Let's get inspired, and let's get decorating. The entryway sets the tone for your entire home, and in a rustic glam farmhouse, it's all about that perfect first impression. Think distressed wood benches, antique mirrors, and a soft patterned rug to welcome guests with warmth and sophistication. Incorporate a vintage console table topped with mercury glass candle holders and an old brass key bowl. Add a cozy woven basket for shoes or umbrellas to blend functionality with farmhouse flair. A simple wreath made of dried florals or eucalyptus on the door adds a soft, natural touch, while overhead, a vintage chandelier or lantern pendant makes an elegant statement. For the living room, combine plush neutral-toned furniture with rustic wood accents to achieve a balance between cozy and classy. Linen slip-covered sofas, distressed coffee tables, and gilded picture frames create a space that feels both inviting and curated. Layer in texture with cable knit throws, jute rugs, and velvet accent pillows in soft blush or champagne. These soft elements contrast beautifully with reclaimed wood beams or shiplap walls. Finish with vintage statement pieces like a trunk repurposed as a coffee table or an ornate fireplace mirror. Add sparkle through crystal candlesticks or a glass-beaded chandelier for that touch of glam. The dining room is where rustic meets refinement. Start with a farmhouse table, preferably reclaimed wood, with mismatched antique chairs for an eclectic look that tells a story. Above the table, a chandelier with crystal or wrought iron elements offers both elegance and drama. For the centerpiece, mix dried florals in an old ceramic pitcher with brass candlesticks for timeless appeal. Use vintage china and linen napkins with gold flatware for a table setting that feels luxurious yet grounded. Hang vintage botanical prints or antique platters on the wall to complete the space. Rustic glam kitchens combine function with beauty. Start with open shelving displaying vintage dishware, mason jars, and copper cookware. The warmth of natural wood plays beautifully against soft whites or creamy tones. Choose a farmhouse sink paired with brushed gold or bronze fixtures for a subtle hint of luxury. Lighting is key. Try glass pendant lights over an island for a look that's both modern and nostalgic. Add a touch of charm with a vintage bread box, a wooden spice rack, or hand-painted ceramic containers. It's all about blending practicality with personal, historic pieces. Even your pantry deserves a little rustic glam. Start with wooden shelving and labeled glass containers to keep things tidy and visually appealing. Add vintage crates or wire baskets for extra charm and organization. a small antique chalkboard for grocery notes or recipe ideas. Consider a petite crystal pendant light to add unexpected elegance to the space. Finish with a touch of greenery. A potted herb or faux trailing plant adds a fresh, farmhouse feel without needing constant attention. A rustic glam bedroom is the perfect blend of soft comfort and vintage luxury. Begin with a neutral upholstered headboard or an ornate wrought iron frame. Layer bedding in crisp whites, soft taupes, and dusty pinks. Incorporate antique nightstands, mismatched lamps, or a gilded mirror above the bed. Mix in materials like distressed wood, vintage lace, and velvet for texture and personality. Don't forget ambience. A crystal chandelier or wall sconces with a dimmer switch can turn your room into a romantic retreat. Transform your bathroom with rustic elegance by choosing a vintage vanity with a stone sink or repurposed dresser. Add a gilded mirror above it for a hint of glam. Use soft, textured towels in neutral tones and a distressed wood ladder as a towel rack. For accessories, opt for glass apothecary jars, antique perfume bottles, or ceramic soap dishes. Lighting matters. Install a small chandelier or brass sconces for a touch of sophistication. Add a vintage stool or a woven basket for both charm and utility. Make your guests feel right at home with a thoughtfully styled guest room. Use layered bedding in soft colors with classic patterns like stripes or florals. Decorate with vintage artwork, a small writing desk, or an antique armoire for added character. Keep fresh flowers or a small vase of dried lavender on the nightstand. Add a welcoming touch with a curated tray that includes a candle, a carafe of water, and some classic reeds. Your guests will appreciate the personal touch and rustic charm. A rustic glam home office can be both productive and picturesque. Start with a distressed wooden desk and add a vintage lamp with gold or brass details. Incorporate open shelving or a glass-doored cabinet filled with antique books, decorative boxes, and ceramic accents. Hang a vintage-style wall clock or inspirational typography print. Add a plush rug and a tufted chair for comfort, and don't forget greenery. A fiddle leaf fig or olive tree adds softness to the space. Your laundry room deserves love too. Think rustic cabinetry with classic knobs, a patterned tile floor, and a farmhouse sink if space allows. Use wire baskets, apothecary jars, and vintage signage to add charm and keep things organized. An antique washboard or wooden ironing board can double as decor. Finish the look with a linen curtain under the counter or an old stool for folding laundry in style. Practicality has never looked so beautiful. Don't neglect your hallways. These transitional spaces are the perfect spots for gallery walls filled with vintage portraits, old postcards, or botanical sketches. Use narrow consoles or floating shelves to display curated trinkets, stacked books, and rustic candle holders. Add a cozy runner rug to tie it all together. For lighting, opt for wall sconces or an antique pendant fixture. A little attention here creates continuity and warmth throughout the home. Even children's rooms can get a rustic glam touch. Use soft pastels or vintage-inspired wallpaper to set a cozy tone. Choose classic furniture like iron beds or aged wood dressers. Add personality with vintage toys, woven baskets, and wall art like alphabet prints or fairy tale illustrations. Layer in cozy elements like knit blankets or handmade quilt. Keep things functional with rustic storage pieces like crates or fabric bins and create a reading nook with a soft cushion and twinkle lights. Take the rustic glam style outside with weathered wood seating, wrought iron tables, and cozy outdoor cushions in muted tones. String lights overhead to set a magical mood. Decorate with potted plants, hanging baskets, and antique lanterns. A distressed bench or vintage watering can double as decor and storytelling. Create small vignettes, a bistro table under a tree or a hammock with a nearby vintage side table. It's all about creating spaces that invite relaxation. Don't forget to update your rustic glam home for the seasons. In spring and summer, opt for lighter linens, fresh florals, and soft pastels. Autumn brings warm hues like amber, rust, and mustard, perfect for throws, pillows, and natural accents like pine cones or wheat. In winter, layer in faux fur, vintage ornaments, and warm candlelight to create a cozy, inviting atmosphere. Every season brings new life to your decor. Thank you so much for joining us today on this tour of Rustic Glam Farmhouse inspiration. We hope you're feeling inspired to bring a little vintage charm and classic elegance into every room of your home. Let us know in the comments which room transformation was your favorite, or if you've tried any of these ideas in your own space. We love hearing from our Decoristique family. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your fellow decor lovers. Until next time, stay creative and keep making your space a beautiful reflection of you.